Come on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Hello everyone, welcome to Command Wolf Gaming. I'm CWG, and welcome to another episode of Trailmakers. Now, I actually recorded this episode the other day, and I wasn't too happy with it because honestly, I was baffled. Like, they have the top mark here, if you look at this leaderboard. Kinzeal has 4.010, and my best time that I could get is 5.471. Now, I went through several different designs for this game, and now this is just a drag race. Basically, you go down one straight, and I went through several different designs, a whole bunch of different designs, and I couldn't come up with anything that might work on this track. For some reason, it won't allow me to scroll over anymore. Okay, that's weird. All right, I don't know why it's not allowing me to scroll over, but so I came up with like this design, right? I came up with this design. I came up with this crazy design, and yeah, it's just like I even came up with like a typical drag racer look. You know, the very long and slender with the kind of like the pointed nose and everything, and I just can't get to that number that they're asking. Like, see, this, you know, like, literally, I can't get below 4, and as we can see, just this model alone is shaking, and I think my best time, obviously not with this vehicle, the best time I've gotten so far with all the vehicles, all my drag racer type vehicles, is about 6 seconds. It's right on the border of 5. You know, and I don't even know how I even got to that 5.416 seconds, or 471. Yeah, 471. So I actually want to try to run some tests here. And see what I can do to actually improve my speed. Now, I kind of, I think that I did run a quick test yesterday in regards to how I can make myself faster, right? Like, what would be faster, either a Dragon engine or a Dragon jet engine, and I did get a result for that. So, but just to recreate, to show you guys what I did, I basically made a very simple cab here, like so. And I put on the front 1, 2. Obviously, I got to turn these around. Then, in a typical fashion, drag racers have big wheels in the back and small wheels in the front, like so. And it didn't attach the other tire. I got to tell you, this game is not perfect, you know, but it is still entertaining to play. So, let's see here. There we go. And then all I did was attach a Dragon engine and did a lap. Obviously, this isn't going to be super fast, but the whole thing is just to test out how fast it is in comparison to the Dragon thruster. So, okay, so we're getting close to the end now. And that was 29.094. Okay, stop. Okay, so the next thing I did... Whoa! Squirrely little thing. I removed this. I went back to the engines, and I got a Dragon jet. If it was attached, it would have worked. Okay, so let's reattach an engine. Oh, wait, I gotta turn this completely around. That's close enough. And we can there is a difference between the speed that you get out of a Dragon jet engine versus a Dragon engine itself. So we can clearly say that doing a dragster with engines alone, right, does not equate more power or speed. So that's what I came up with my conclusion. Now there is one thing I wanted to try. And first off, I'm going to remove all these tires, right? And I'm going to use a hover block instead. I'm going to put a hover block in the back, if it would allow me to. Come on. And a hover block right here in the front. And these actually weigh 23.7.5. And in addition, they are explosive. Thanks for telling me that now. All right. No, I want to spin the whole thing around. Now, my issue with this is I won't be able to steer this. Like, literally, I'm on. Oh, I can steer it. That's new. All right, so I lied. I can't steer it. So I want to try that. So our best time right now is 14.276. So what I want to do is I want to get this, reattach a jet engine onto here. Let's see what this does, because we want to decrease the amount of friction that we have. All right. Okay, come on. Alright, so that was a bad run. I fully admit that's a bad run. It's just because we're using hover blocks instead. Come on, come on. A little this way, a little this way. Come on. And again, it was like 14 point something, right? So this, all right. So this is clearly slower, and we're talking about weight here, because these are actually weigh. If we go back to these propulsion, these weigh 23.7 kilograms. While the wheels I was using 2 go-kart wheels, which were 2 kilograms each, and racing wheels, which were 10 kilogram, and 2 of these. So if we add those up, so we got 0.5 plus 0.5 plus 2 plus 2, and plus 10 plus 10, we get 25 kilograms, right? In comparison, these right here weigh 23.7 kilograms. So just adding 2 of these on here like this is equating to 2 steering hinges, a full 2 set of wheels on the front and 2 set of wheels on the back. So this is definitely heavier, and honestly we can't even do 2 just because of the weight. Well, maybe we can do. Now, again, I'm just kind of testing things out here, because I really do want to try to get under that 4-second mark. Alright, I'm off. I'm using a 3 hover design. See if we can get this to go a little faster. And 14.539. Okay, so it's not bad. Obviously, we could do a lot more improvement on that. I don't know. Let's try that. Again, we're trying to get underneath that 14-second. More thrust, more power. You know. All right. So we're going. Okay, we're a little bit more stable now. All right, so you know what? I'm kind of liking this idea of a setup. Do this so that we can use our not our way to our advantage, but the minimal amount of blocks required to get the necessary speed, so we can get underneath that 4-second mark. 7.7862. So, as it was saying before, more thrusters equals more power, but it also means more weight. Each one of these thrusters on here are weighed 30 kilograms, right? But they give off 300 power. So we got to take this all into consideration here, and that's what's kind of driving me insane. So we got 4 here, we got 4 here, we got 4 here. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12, so 12 times, what was it? 30 kilograms. We already have 360 kilograms of jet engines right here. So, go that way. That way. That way. 2, 1. That was another thing too. Since I use jet engines mostly because of the weight, right? They tend to just roll your vehicle into the side of the wall, and you end up dying, or you end up losing your vehicle. And that was 7.749. So let's see, 7.749 is the time to beat now. Come on, come on. 7.136. Alright, so we might have something going on here, so I'm actually going to continue this design. Limit the amount of amount of weight that I'm using. Obviously, the more engine I have, the more weight I'm using, right? Which causes more drag. Which I failed that start. So 7.233. All right, so now we're seeing a. Now we're kind of seeing that it's not going to work. So it was 7.233, right? If I didn't crash into the wall, we could have verified that it was around 7.233. Yeah, so it's around 7.233, this design. So it looks like we're now topping out the speed of this craft with limiting its weight. Honestly, I do like this craft, so I'm going to save that. But this is not going to work. So what I want to do, I want to go actually back to a dragster design and kind of redesign it so that we can say that we limited it the best we can. Now, next thing with dragsters is they always have one small wheel, which I'm using the go-kart wheel, and I'm going to use these racing wheels in the back. Because again, dragsters typically just have big, like I would use these, right? These are monster truck tires, but the thing is, look at the grip on the side. And typically, dragsters and race cars don't have these huge, these tires with the grips on there, just because this is more for like off-roading compared to this. This is more like a slick track racing. So, right. So here is my new design. So we got to beat 7.316, and that was with the hover. So 3, 2, 1, go. And we definitely beat that time, 6.933. Now that's another thing I don't like about this. Every time you spawn back in, you're always off center of the track. So, and as you could see, it was actually bouncing up and down. This whole thing was bouncing up and down. I don't know why it was, but it definitely was. Okay, I'm gonna copy this over this way. All right, and then this way. And that should add more. Ugh. This is one of the major issues that I'm talking about. See that? I don't know why that's doing that. I think it has something to do to the weight and how the vehicle is bouncing off itself, off the ground. But I think it's interfering with our speed. So. Okay, so we got 6.210, and that was with all that crazy bouncing or marking going on. I would add shocks to this, but then the shocks pretty much mitigate the engine power, so I really don't want to add shocks to it. So we take that out. My best creation so far for this track is actually this, and where I've actually got my not my best record, but one of the better records. And as you can see, I used a conjunction between the Dragon thrusters and the Dragon engine itself. However, last time I was using this, I was actually in the middle of adjustments. So probably one of the changes that I've made on here caused it to be slower. See, all those black marks, I consider that's where the vehicle is hitting. So basically, it's hitting those spots. So I'm either too low to the ground, or that this bar that I have underneath here, it's just too flimsy. But this bar right here is actually lighter. See, this is 0.6. Then using this is 1.2 kilograms. So if I end up using this, even though it might be stronger, right, it will definitely cause this vehicle to be heavier. But just for the sake of testing, I'm actually going to remove this center bar, right, and I'm going to basically replace it with this other piece. So let's go here. We're going to delete all that. The previous setup. Okay, it doesn't look like we're hitting yet. So I'm just going to take that. I'm going to drop this right there. As we can see, we are hitting already. Let's see if we can beat that 6.2 with that. Because as you can see, when we go fast, right? Okay, so we actually do end up going pretty dang fast, and we end up getting close to that 6-second mark that I was getting yesterday. Let's see. You know what? I'm just gonna copy this that way. Oh shoot. That is not what I wanted to do, folks. Okay, delete that. We're going to go back underneath here. We're going to go like this. And we're just going to leave you like that. And copy. Still hitting the front. Come on. Under that 6.2 mark. Nope, 6.5. Alright, so. Okay, so it looks like we got something that we can get to the 6-second mark at this point. So it doesn't look like a typical dragster, because it's not a typical dragster. So basically, what I did here, so everybody can see, I'm using the aerodynamic blocks, right, like I did on my other creation, and I'm using that kind of just to divert air away from the engines back here. I used one steering hinge, and I used the big tractor trailer hinge right here. Used racing tires on the front and used the big wheels on the back just because of the weight it was bouncing back and forth on here. So I just kind of wanted to mitigate that as much as possible. And I used the 2x4 blocks to basically make it more long dragster-ish almost. And as we can see, we got something. Man, that fell off already. That was useless to me. Why? Oh, no, why? Okay, never mind. Come on. We just gotta get under that 6-second mark to end the video. And 6. See, I think there's also something wrong with the timer, because over here I saw 6.24 something, right? And it's saying 6.3. So I think this has a really bad tolerance, or it's really calculating it wrong. I don't know. I'm not a creator I'm not a developer of the game or anything, so I don't know entirely if that's true or not, and I could be just a person blaming the game for the times that I'm getting. I just wanted to show you something, guys, something real quick. I was just continue just you know, trying to make adjustments, make the fastest car as I can, get that below my current mark. Look how much bend there is. That is not something you see every day. Alright, guys. So, I went through a couple of different designs. Trying to figure out what I could do to actually increase the power to this without having to go crazy with other stuff on here. Get in here. Right, so obviously I had to use these big tires for the weight on the back here, but I also found out that it's kind of hindering itself as well due to the weight. And like I've done all that I can with this. Like, this is all pretty much just jet engines. I've only used these three engines on the front here just for the simple fact that I found that in my small scale that once you get past the third engine, you start losing power. So it just isn't feasible to have more than that on there. And look at that. Like, I barely even have any weight on the front end. It's still colliding with the ground. 2, 1. Come on. Come on. Alright, so I think that's I'm just going to leave that off there here for today, because actually that's my best time that I've gotten so far on this drag race. So thank you guys for tuning in today here on Command Wolf Gaming. I hope you liked you know, what you saw, you know, the gameplay and everything. If you do, give us a thumbs up. If not, give us a thumbs down. You know, always leave us a comment or suggestion in the comment section down below the video. And as always, like, subscribe, and share, spread the love, and I hope to see you next time here on Command Wolf Gaming. Alright, folks. You know, I stopped recording just a couple moments ago, and I decided to try the hovercraft out again. And I changed up the setup a little bit, and you wouldn't believe it. 5.294 seconds. I went from the 153rd spot to 154th spot. So I think this is kind of like a winning design now, because this is what I'm looking for, to say the least. It's very simple design, right? There is no ground. It's not affected by ground. I don't know why I got 6.4 on that one. It's not affected by the friction of the ground. It has all the hover pads and everything. So the weight is all mitigated between the hover pads themselves. So what I want to do, honestly, I really do want to get below at least the 5-second mark. I'm going to go And I don't. What am I gonna do here? Two, one. Come on, come on! You can do it! You can do it! Yes! Under 5 seconds! Oh my god! All right, so using the hover pads in conjunction with the Dragon engines actually benefits this so much. That is friggin' awesome. Okay, so if we look at the board now. I just want to double check, make sure it recorded. In 71st place, 4.934 seconds. It recorded it correctly. So thank you guys for tuning in today here on Command Wolf Gaming. I hope you liked you know, what you saw, you know, the gameplay and everything. If you do, give us a thumbs up. If not, give us a thumbs down. You know, always leave us a comment or suggestion in the comment section down below the video. And as always, like, subscribe, and share, spread the love, and I hope to see you next time here on Command Wolf Gaming. Now keep your hand off that mouse, folks. We have so much more fun and exciting content on this channel that you guys and gals are missing out on, that it's not funny. So all you have to do is hit the big red subscribe button right down below this video. Also remember to hit the bell notification button. You can't miss it. It looks like the Taco Bell bell, just without any color. And with doing that, you are officially subscribed to my channel, Command Wolf Gaming, and will receive notifications on when new material is up on my channel for you guys and gals to view and enjoy. If you like what we are doing, hit the thumbs up button. If not, hit the thumbs down button. But remember to always leave a comment or a suggestion down below in the comment section. I want to know what you think, and I want to hear what you guys and gals want to see in the gameplay. But as always, folks, like, subscribe, share, and spread the love, and I hope to see you guys next time here on Command Wolf Gaming.